Good day, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. For those of you who do not know me, this is Dr. Nandi, the crazy dude. Why is he the crazy dude? Because he uploads all kinds of math videos solving math problems. But many of you may not know I also upload a lot of travel videos, short videos on my YouTube channel at the same time. Hey, maybe if you get bored with my math video, you can check out my travel videos all around the world. So we will get started, but I want to make a request. Please do not quit halfway through this because I'll give you some important tip at the end of this program. So here I go. Okay. We're going to solve a math problem. So I'm going to share my computer screen with you. So maybe a little bit on this side. Says a company orders steel rods from a supplier. The company knows that the population standard deviation sigma in the length of the rods is 0.12 inches. A sample of 10 rods uh, reveal the following measurements of the lengths of these rods. Okay, only 10 rods. So we need to enter the data in L1 of the calculator. And because the sample size is so low, we should make a modified box plot. Now, in my previous video, I went through the steps of making the modified box plot using TI-84. I will go over it again slowly in this. So what we will do is first clear the memories of the calculator. That we do by pressing the second button on the top left, then the plus button on the bottom right, and then number 4. Okay, so when we do that, we get clear all list. Second button, top left, plus on the bottom right, then press number 4 key. You'll get clear all list on the calculator screen. Hit enter and you get done. That means the memories are cleared. Okay, why do we do this? Because we don't know what type of data already exists in the memory of the calculator. That's why we clear the memories. Then we will press the stat button and number 1. Stat and 1. 1 is edit. Basically, we're going to enter these data points in L1. So in L1, I'm going to type 11.9. Next one is 11.94. Next one is 12.05. Next one is 12.07. Next one is 11.97. Next one is 12.01. Next one is 12.08. Next one is 12.05. Next one is 12.12. And the last one is 12.14. So I've entered the 10 data points in L1. Like I said, I went through this in the last video. I'll provide a link at the end of this in the description area. You can check it out. I did a confidence interval, 99% confidence interval for the population mean. So, what did I do to check it out? After entering the data in L1, I'll press the second button again on the top left, then the Y equal to key on top of it, then select number 1. First line, it should be the cursor should be flashing on. Second line, which is type, and this is the key. We should select the fourth type of plot. This is the modified box plot. What is a modified box plot? Modified box plot number 4 shows you the presence of outlier. You ask me what is an outlier? An outlier is a number which is removed far away from the rest. It can be on the right or it can be on the left of the box plot. Let's see. So we select, put the cursor on number 4 type of plot, then press the zoom button. Where is the zoom button? Extreme top row. Third key is zoom and then press the 9 button, zoom 9. And we see a box plot without the presence of any outlier. As I said, if there had been any outlier, this would have been shown by a separate square box, either on the left or on the right or on the right. Here, There is no box, separate box either on the left or on the right. Separate means separated from the box plot. No, there is nothing there. So there is no outlier on the left, no outlier on the right. What does it prove? It proves that the sample came from a normal population. Why did we do this? Because the sample size is so small. We want to make sure that the sample came from a normal distribution because there is no outlier in the box plot. Okay. Now we are going to test this at a level of significance of 0.01. The requirement is that the length of the steel rod should be 12. Does this lot meet the requirements? So for hypothesis test purpose, let's see, we can write H sub 0 is mu, the population mean, is equal to 12, and the alternate hypothesis is mu not equal to 12. Okay, so the null hypothesis is mu equal to 12, and the alternate, when it does not meet the requirements, the mean is not equal to 12. And we will test this hypothesis at a level of significance, alpha. It's given in the problem. Alpha is level of significance is 0.01. What is level of significance? It is the maximum risk in rejecting 80 when it is true. 80 when it is true. Okay. So what will I do? How will I proceed? I will use TI-84. So first thing I will do is press the stat button, then highlight test on the top row. Then I will stat button, then highlight test on the top row, and then press number one key. Number one key. Okay, let me erase this thing. Number one. Why did I press number one? Because number one is Z test. So we are going on to do a Z test. Why? Because population standard deviation is known. Remember, it is 0.12. Okay, so number one, Z test. Okay, input. We have input the data in L1. So input should be on data. Bring the cursor on data and hit enter. It should be flashing on data. Let me create some space. Input is on data. My mu 0 is the value. The next line is mu 0. Here is the value in H0. Remember the value in H0 is 12. So type mu 0 equal to 12. Let me erase these. Okay. So mu 0 type is 12. What is my sigma? Sigma is 0.12. Okay, they know the standard deviation is 0.12. List is L1. So sigma type is after mu 0. Sigma type is 0.12. Then the list is L1. Data is in L1. Okay. Then it is frequency. It is 1. Do not change it from 1. What is my alternate? Next line is H sub A. That is H sub A. It is mu not equal to mu 0. So bring the cursor on not equal to mu 0 and hit enter. It should be flashing on not equal to mu 0 because that's what my alternate is. So bring the cursor to mu not equal to mu 0 and hit enter. Okay, and then we will calculate. So what will we calculate? We will calculate a test statistic, which will be a Z, and we will also calculate the probability value associated with this test statistic. So let's calculate. Okay, so Remember our test statistic Z is 0.8696. What is this? It's a characteristic of the sample that we have obtained, of the sample that we have gathered. Sample that we have gathered. Then we look at the corresponding p-value, and p-value is just below it. P-value is 0.3845. What does it mean? P-value is the probability of obtaining a test statistic. This is your test statistic, right? A test statistic at least as extreme as 0.8696. So let me move this up. Now compare this with the alpha. Alpha is the maximum risk we are taking. Alpha is 0.01 in this problem. Maximum risk taken in rejecting H0 when it is true. When it is true. So at this point, we compare P. If we find out P is greater than alpha, that means there is a high probability of getting that is statistic at least as extreme as 0.8696. That means the null hypothesis could be true. When P is greater than alpha, decision is do not reject H0. Remember the H0 is mu equal to 12. So we can conclusion at alpha is equal to zero point 0.01. There is not enough evidence to support the alternate, to support HA, which states mu not equal to 12. So, the important thing, we do not reject the null hypothesis. Oops, let me correct this. Okay. So let me, this is do not reject H0. Okay. So that's the end of the story. Let me summarize what I have done. So we are given a sample of 10 rods with 10 different lengths. We entered the data in L1. We made a modified box plot, checked out that there's no outlier. That means the sample came from a normal population. Then, because we know the population standard deviation is 0.12, we will do a z-test. So a level of significance is given to us is 0.01. What is the hypothesis test? Mu is equal to 12. That will meet the requirement of the process. The alternate is not equal to. We do not know whether it's greater than and less than. So it is a safe bet to take not equal to 12 as the alternate. And we have already input the data in L1 to make the box plot, modified box plot, which shows no outliers. Sample came from a normal population, so our null hypothesis is mu is equal to 12. So mu 0, the value in the null hypothesis is 12. Sigma is given to us as 0.12. List is in L1, frequency is 1. alternate is not equal to mu 0. So bring it on not equal to mu 0, the cursor, and hit enter. And then we calculate a test statistic 0.8696, and the corresponding p-value is 0.3845. This is the probability of obtaining a test statistic at least as extreme as 0.8696. Compare this p with the level of significance. P is greater than alpha. Hence, we do not reject 80. If we do not reject 80, we can say there is not enough evidence to support the alternate at alpha equal to 0.01. Level of significance is 1%. Okay, I stop here today. I'm sure you may have some question. There's no problem. You still can have questions. You can always shoot me a question in the comments area and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you like my video, give me thumbs up. You are my sponsor. So if I get a thumbs up from you, I really appreciate that. That motivates me to produce more videos because I know you like the video and you gave me thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button at the bottom right corner, here, bottom right corner, and click on the bell button, which will notify you every time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice day. See you.